what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on, man. I'm a fountain of youth, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you really came in and like
Yeah.
put a battle rap on your back.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. Respect. I appreciate that for real.
This is crazy, bro. All right,
They
look,
thought I was gonna fall off a long time ago. They've been waiting. They done sent every little attack they could send, man. That's why I be tripping off this shit. Like, damn, I done passed off every little obstacle so far, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
They can't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, you take a lot of battles too, so I thought eventually you was gonna burn yourself out,
Get
start losing
smoked
a
or
whole
something.
lot.
Yeah, on the real. Start choking every battle. Something. Stop
You do
caring.
be
Yeah.
slipping up. You do be. I hate
I
when
be
you slip up
slipping
and
up. But
stutter.
look, I'm gonna tell you though one
I
thing.
hate when you do that.
Yeah, some of them slips though be like pause where it may be, but like a nigga mouth getting dry needing some water, like so it'll be me getting caught up on like finna say something, you know what I'm saying?
Getting
And
tongue tied or something.
yeah, I don't like that's where I fuck up at is I ain't the nigga that always go to that water like I should. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay. Well, look, man, I seen the math battle, B.
Yes,
I seen
sir.
the math battle.
Yes, sir.
Man, you know why I like you as a battle rapper, bro? Because you get in that ring and say what you want to say.
That's a
You
fact.
don't care how niggas gonna feel. You don't care if you shouldn't say that. You gonna say what you want to say, and you look like you mean it when you say it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I think that's what this shit about, man. Like if you ain't gonna stand on something, then don't get up there. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of dudes, they battle certain cats, and I've seen it. There's niggas who probably battled me who wanted to say certain shit and like I ain't gonna say that to him. You know what I mean? Like I respect the nigga that's gonna get up there and say it, like, cause it's a sport at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as you're willing to, whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? But like niggas should be able to say what you want to say, man, and mean it, and get that off against anybody in that ring. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what the fans paying for. They want you. They want. It's narratives out there that need to get spoke on. You got to say that. You know what I'm saying? It's shit that like, cause we speaking for the people when you in that ring. Like this the only time you gonna get to hear it. Cause at the end of the day, it ain't like we gonna get on these interviews and be bashing niggas and doing all that. Most of the time, niggas already fuck with each other. So it's like, nigga, this the only time you gonna get to talk crazy. You know what I'm saying? Where it ain't gonna go left.
And you know what battle really woke me up really about it? It was really the 2-on-2. And the reason why I said it because we know y'all just did songs together. We know y'all hanging out together. You couldn't tell that in the 2-on-2, bro.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Niggas like ain't finna be no say with your chest part 2 after that. Them niggas is done. They close the curtain on them group right there.
Bro,
Nah,
I was like, yo, these niggas is cool.
cool.
I said, wow, okay.
Yeah. Cause okay. Rock know me, man. Like he know. That's why in the face off I told him, like, you know how, you know what I'm saying, how I give it up, man. Like nothing but the respect for you as a battler, even outside the ring, nothing but the respect, man. Like even when niggas got allegations or whatever be, I'm not a nigga that be diving into niggas' backgrounds, doing all that. I'm not trying to see if it's real. If it ain't real, I'm just gonna speak on what was presented and bring it like that. I'm not after the battle. I'm not the nigga finna do a gang of interviews like I told y'all he was dead. So I ain't doing that. I ain't trying to assassinate no nigga character outside of that. But in the ring though, yeah, nigga, they saying this. Oh, you should be prepared to say what I'm going to, you should already know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you should already know it's coming.
Yeah, you should know it's coming. You should be ready to talk about it. And that's to me where the essence of battling. When I watch battling, I always liked it the niggas that was grimy, gritty, like saying some shit to a nigga like, man, you a bitch, nigga, I'll beat down. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you supposed to feel that from a nigga. Like, if you don't feel like when I'm calling you a bitch that I don't think you know bitch for real, like nigga on the real, then I ain't gonna say it. Like nigga, I want you to know it. Like in the shit that I'm hearing got me thinking you a sucker, nigga. Like you feel me? Like yeah. So you gotta hear that in the nigga voice. That's how I be trying to come off every time. Like if it ain't authentic, I'm not gonna get up there and bring it. You know what I'm saying? Afterwards, like I say, nigga, more power to everybody, man. They getting paid thousands of dollars to do this. So like I want to see these niggas prosper. I'd rather them niggas get up there and rap than fuck around kill each other for real. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Yo, let me ask you a question. When you battle Bath, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you had to go do, you know what?
Go ahead.
I know Matt would say yeah to this question right here. But you being on the outside in, looking at Matt persona and his background history, do you feel like not even just you, but battlers approach him with a real nigga way because they feel like he is one?
Yeah. Most definitely. Yeah. Most definitely. A lot of times, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times when you got real niggas in this game, if it ain't no real issue, a lot of times niggas get up there and just have that real nigga, like, you know what I mean? He a real one. You know what I mean? He a real one. Let me, you know what I mean? Fill him out, give him some bars or whatnot, and we get up out of there. But a lot of times, I think that's what make the battle not as good because when you see two titans, like you look at me like a street rapper, and you look at Mav like a street rapper, you want to see them niggas go at each other. Like, nigga, that's like two of the nigga and motherfucking Lennox Lewis in there. It's like, nigga, we want to see a fight. We don't want to see them niggas dancing around, trying not to get hit, trying to make it to 12 rounds. Like, nah, nigga, one of y'all try to knock the other one out so we can see who really was the big dog. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna, you feel me? Most niggas don't do that.
First round, you tried to get him out of there.
I tried to get him out of there.
First round.
Yeah, I tried to get him out of there. I wanted him to, because I also wanted to see where his skill was at. Like, I'm gonna say shit that I feel like you have to try to rebuttal in order to like take the round from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta speak on it from your perspective. I think he failed in that department for me in the first. Instead of like getting on talking, when I bring up the shit that I'm saying, you should have came back like, nigga, nah, this is what happened, nigga. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's take a level of skill that I think people take for granted on a lot of battlers. Everybody can't address something that just got addressed, you know what I mean, on the spot like that. I ain't saying he can't, but he didn't. He did a little bit of rebuttal in that battle that kind of impressed me though. Like, he came with a few, you know what I'm saying? He definitely did.
And you had, what was that, the second round? You started off with 3 rebuttals?
Yeah,
let me tell you what it was. I had you 2-1, all right?
Yeah.
The first round, I feel like it would have been closer if Mav had battled you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of everybody else. I think the bars he had for them was cool, but you was on his ass a little bit too much for you to be not thinking about this. You know what I'm saying? The second round, I feel like somewhere in the second round, you slowed down. You still you was freestyling, whatever. But once you got it back,
it was over
with the rest of the second.
Yeah, it was over. Yeah, on me. And that's what had me, like, in my head, I'm like, I say something and I lost my train to where I was supposed to get into my real material after the rebuttal. And I'm like, all right, nigga, man, those and jokes, something, nigga, this nigga, you feel me? So now I'm like, fuck it, let me say this about what's up to the riot, nigga, you feel me? Let me just keep rapping, though.
Free promotion, you know what it is. I'm looking like, look at this nigga, a little bit of free promo. Look at this nigga. Like, I don't know what's going on right now.
I'm like, let me just keep rapping enough. Let me say a little bit of shit, because I know it's finna click, because you can ask Danny, anybody that was there. I just rapped the shit outside because Danny let me hear his Suge shit, like letting me know what he was going to do if he would have got that battle off. So I'm like, oh, yeah, let me let you hear what I'm going to say today. And I spit the second flawlessly, like, to him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm like, I know this shit. As I'm rapping and trying to freestyle, I'm like, there's no way I'm finna choke. It ain't like I'm not prepared. I know this shit. So once it clicked, I'm like, yeah, I got him. Because that was my favorite round. I knew the second was the round that had all the, it was perfect. Like, I didn't mind going first, but I didn't, because once I seen that he went first, second after me, and he addressed Goods and Surf and all them, I knew in my second, at the end of my shit, I talked about all that. You hating on Goods, hating on Surf, hating on Clip. All the niggas you just named, I got this in my second, so I'm finna make you look crazy for doing that, because now it's gonna play into what you just did. So I'm like, oh yeah, that shit was perfect. That's why in my head, I was so mad, like, fuck, if I fuck this up, nigga, I'm over with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta do this, you know, and the level that it takes to do that ain't easy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times motherfuckers look at me as just like, oh, God, he rap on the street shit. Like, bro, I rap though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, rap for real. I can freestyle, nigga. I got dope ass music, like all type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got millions of views on music videos and all type of shit that show niggas I can rap. So I think that battle right there kind of, for people who wasn't a fan, kind of see like, nah, Gotti a professional. He ain't just a nigga taking this shit for granted. Like, he really take this shit serious.
And Math wasn't bad either.
No, hell no.
It was dope too, but he did the exact opposite. He messed up towards the end.
Yeah,
and he let it be. He never got it back.
Yeah, he showed that he messed up. Like, that was the only difference right there, where he kind of was like, fuck, let me get it. Hold on. Like, he gave that little bit of that little pause of where he like brung it and let it be known. Like, I think if he didn't do that, the second would have been a lot closer because of what I did. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah.
For real. And his third, I ain't gonna lie, I liked it his third. I knew in my back of my head that he was gonna have a round like that when he was kept telling me, like, when we have our back and forth exchange, like, no, I'm gonna talk to you. In my head, I'm like, he finna try to make it seem as if
nigga. Jag, I feel like.
Yeah, he did.
And the Jag battle, you kind of had that angle in the third round.
And I think I don't know if that's his growth or something. Like, maybe he doing it because people look at him as the bully rapper, and he like, let me show y'all more so my content can be more serious. Because I think a lot of battlers try to grow and try to do so. So I ain't mad at that. Kind of like DNA without the gun bars now, trying to show like, all right, this what y'all been clowning me for. This what y'all think I'm a one-trick pony. So I liked it his third. I ain't gonna front. I thought his third was dope. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm
saying? Third was fire. GEECHI Gotti, are you a legend in your opinion, buddy?
I believe so, man. If I retire today, they gonna miss me.
You think you a legend?
Facts, man. If I retire today, they gonna miss me. You ain't supposed to give your own self flowers, but I do say, like, if you talking legend status, man, coming from the West, kicking the door down the way I did. Salute. Danny did it too. Don't get it twisted. Diz, all them dudes legends too to me. You know what I'm saying? Daylights, all them. I'm talking about as far as ushering in this new movement, Nitty a legend, all that. I'm talking about this new movement of motherfuckers being able to. Before I did it consistently, you trust me, Calico was a street rapper, Surf, street rapper, Mav, street rapper, Brooklyn Hand, Soccer, they street rappers. But I felt like when I came in the game consistently, for one, I brung in this era of everybody wanting the gang bang, even if they was already banging it, they wasn't doing it in their bars. You can go back to battles of battles of battles. Only motherfuckers who was kind of doing that was like you say, Arsenal, he would wear his shit, and surfing them. The Jersey cats was kind of letting it be known where they was from. But like a whole, you didn't look at battle rappers as like a gang of where they was from. Now you go to events, nigga, you done found out where all type of motherfuckers is from. Like niggas is Bloods, Crips, Haitians, Jamaicans, niggas is from everywhere. Niggas go all type of flagging. So I ushered that into where you can get respect for not only just banging, but being a nigga that got bars and he represent his neighborhood and represent what it is. It's plenty of niggas from the West that done told me, younger niggas than me, that's like, hey, man, you the reason I battle rap. Like, I didn't think that I could do it because I'm a Crip, I'm a Blood, and motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas wasn't gonna want to hear that shit, nigga. Now I'm doing that shit. I ain't afraid to get up there and rap my shit and rep the hood. Like, I feel like I ushered that in. I feel like also bringing in just consistency, that's legendary shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be on it, like, to me, Clips was on a legendary run. Rock, all they legendary runs was when they was consistent for like a 2-year period. I done been consistent going on like 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I done had more battles within these 4 years than Lux and Moot. You know what I'm saying? Probably done had on camera. I'm not saying they didn't battle 5,000 niggas off camera, but from what we seen on camera, I got more battles than niggas that's Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? In a shorter span against the toughest competition. Ain't like I'm just battling the up and comers. Like, they throwing me in there with the niggas that's supposed to get me out of there. You know what I'm saying? In short periods of time, like, nigga, I'm battling Shine 3 weeks later, Arsenal 2 weeks later, Chess 2 weeks after that, Head Ice 2 weeks after that, Sue Surf week after that, John week after that, Big K. You know what I mean? Like, we going like back to back to back to back, like, yeah, like with killers. You know what I'm saying? 3 rounds, can't fuck up. Like, you know what I'm saying? You put anybody else in that position, it's only like a handful of battlers that can do that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the whole culture can do that. I think so. To me, that's legendary. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they're going to notice it right now because I'm still doing it, though. Like, once I fall back from the game, like, then you would be able to be like, nah, ain't like, I got to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to get that nigga his respect. I think right now, I understand, like, they won't call me one right now, though. I'll be like, they just look at me like one of the better battlers right now.
I will say this, though. I will say, like, the West wasn't getting love like that before you came out. It wasn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? B-Dot helped out, Rum helped out, and whatnot, but like you like really took that around with it seemed like. Then the whole champion of the year back to back, that kind of, if niggas thought it was a game, I think that solidified that back to back.
Most definitely. Winning it back to back, still being in the top 5 the last year, the first year being in the top 10, like being in the top 10, all 4, bringing that, and also being on the cards. And by me being on the cards, being able to force them to pick more talent up. So you seeing cards where you got me, Nitty, B-Dot, and Danny all at the same time. It used to didn't be that. You only would get one. You only see Danny on the card. You might see Nitty. That's it. You never even used to see them 2 on the same card because they'd try to break it up. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, nah, you got to bring everybody. Jada Nightwing too. Hell yeah. We all on these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever else next is fire. You know what I'm saying? You start bringing more and more names up and you start seeing it. Saint going crazy in the King of the Dot, you know what I mean, battles and winning 50,000 and shit. So
yeah,
like the West right now is at a good spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely, I think,
you got all markets pretty much locked down.
Locked down right now, man. You know what I'm saying? We need Jag done got crazy over there in RBE. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jag on RBE going crazy. You got the West Coast everywhere going crazy right now.
Everywhere, man. And I salute them brothers because, you know, like, you got to also hold it down in the ring to do that. Like, if we was up there getting fucked up and getting smoked, then, like, niggas would be like, man, the West one of the trashiest regions. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's a fact. The West, you definitely doing your thing. I don't know about you being Hitman. You keep saying Hitman don't want to smoke. Where is this
Hitman don't want no smoke, man. I'm trying to get him outside. I like Hitman. Hitman, my guy. You know what I mean? I consider him like a nigga I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, I'm a competitor, so I'm not a nigga that, like, once it's time to get, like, it's like, bruh, it's like, after a while, it's like, you got to get in the ring with a nigga like me. I'm like, especially right now, I don't say it because I don't want to say it, but like, if we looking at, I said it to Mav in the face off, but it's like the face of like battle rap. I'm looking at it like, bro, you can damn near say that's me. You, anytime one of them top niggas got to come back and battle somebody, it got to be me because it's the only one that you can sell. Like, nigga, like, all right, this is the greatest dude from back in the day battling the greatest nigga from right now. So it's like you gotta get those battles. To me, that's perfect. Like Hitman, he rapped that shit. He talked that street shit as well. You know what I'm saying? That's not his MO. He more of a performer, but you know, he talked that gangster shit in his bars and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I feel like motherfuckers want to see it for that reason, plus the reason of just like I done battled all the niggas that they feel got that stature. I feel like it's only a few left that they feel like can get the type of matchup, those real super fights. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a summer madness battle. Hitman versus GEECHI. You don't need no promo. You put them two names next to each other on a flyer and throw that up. Niggas, everybody gonna come to the event. It's already sold. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of battles that sell they self like dope. Like, nigga, nah, this is it. We ain't gotta even talk no shit. Just put their name on there and tell them they gonna be there at 3 o'clock. We all showing up. You feel me? So I wanna see Cuz come outside. Me honestly, like, you know what I'm saying?
So the Cassidy battle, does that play any thoughts on you want him? Do you want him any less, any more? Nah, you still want Hitman regardless.
I still want him regardless because I feel like he know, you know, I'm a battler, so I know the difference in, like, sometimes you can underestimate an opponent. I know sometimes people bring better.
You said you had Cassidy win. You had Cassidy, right?
I did. I had Cass, man. Like, and I think Cassidy getting better. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I'm not just saying it just to be a nigga to try to get Hitman to battle me. Like, oh, you think Cassidy won? Let's get it. Like, nah, I actually think bar for bar, line for line, he took a better approach. You know what I'm saying? I said this on other interviews where I felt like the first round approach was a better. I don't feel like Hitman hadn't approached that whole battle. It was all bars. You know what I'm saying? Where he just was trying to come up with catchy cast flips and shit like that. But Cassidy actually had an angle like, bro, you was a fan. You only doing this because of me. You was trying to play ball, my boy. Whether we thought that was he executed it right was the fact that he don't got the typical delivery. He need to work on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with Cassidy, so I'll tell him the same. Like, yeah, as long as you get the delivery right, you'll get there. I got text messages and phone conversations telling him, like, nah, the delivery is what you missing. Because we can't say you can't rap. It's niggas that like Cassidy can rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, the shit he's saying up there, I done heard niggas say worse. You know what I mean? And we'll fuck with it. You feel me? So I think it's just the way it's delivered. Nigga, anybody deliver it right, understand battle rap is about that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no beat. So you got to be able to make us feel like it's something we can follow. You know what I'm saying? He haven't mastered that shit. Hitman.
It's like an imaginary beat in your head or someone.
You got to have some type of, you following some type of beat in your brain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you feel me? And that's where I think he fucking up at. But other than that, I think it wasn't a good battle though. Like, but I think Cassidy won. And